are the bulwark of the North. Behold the unyielding motherland. Through the teachings of the Great Orthodoxy, this world's end is kept at bay. Join us! Pledge yourself to the Ice Court! Defend the legacy of Kislev!
Welcome on back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 6 of our Tzarina Katarin Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode we are here at the Tower of Illegal Substances to be rooting out the debauchery that has taken root. We've got Hexus and his squad of marauders and some doggos with horns. And then across a whole bunch of armored lads, even some armored chaos trolls, so we're going to have to use a lot of our arrows. Thank goodness we brought 20 ammunition, so I mean we'll be fine. We just need to shoot all of our arrows into the right spots and use Tzarina Katarina's magic and her bear properly. We also have the lovely Golden Knight, and we'll get to see her in action. She's a monster of a lady. She actually should be, we'll see, I think she used to be about a foot taller than even the likes of your patriarchs. She is gigantic. Let's get into the fight. After this though, we will be turning to deal with, there's so many enemies surrounding us here. Erengrad is in a pretty bad position, where we've got Wolfric and Wolf down here. Their armies aren't actually all that tough. Well, they do have a mammoth, but the feral mammoth is pretty quick to drag down with just some concentrated fire. His army is nothing but marauders, but this many marauders can overwhelm defenders pretty easily. So hopefully we don't get declared war on by Wolfric just yet. While we finish off Azazel, he only has the single settlement.
You deign to behold my beauty.
No, you're talking too much. Yeah, he's only got the one settlement, so if we take out this, all of these armies here will start taking attrition immediately, which will be great for finishing them off. Azazel should start beelining either directly towards us, or he might go for Stroghoff to then try to at least not take the attrition from not having a settlement, which then should be an easy wrap-up for Tzarina. We won't worry about keeping these settlements under our control, just basically taking out Azazel, so that way we have one less enemy to worry about. So let's dive on into this siege, and throw in the icy hands. Alright, so the one thing that is actually going to be scary about this battle is that Slaanesh towers are an absolute nightmare. It does say it's only going to be dealing 70 damage, so we may be getting a little bit lucky, but I tend to find that to be a bit of a lie. Slaanesh towers are so very strong. They've got lots of extra explosive damage and stuff like that. We'll go ahead and attack from... not that many towers they can activate over here, whereas if we strike from the side, we've got so many that'll be blasting at us, even though we do have some cover from this rock. I'm thinking the best place to strike from... there's two towers here and here. We'll just be back from over here. In Z's corner. We'll get shot at a little bit, but if we use our Kislevite warriors for taking most of that initial volley, should go very well. Katarin's very pragmatic. We'll do the armored Kossars actually behind everyone else. Watchmen of the Night and Mace Boys.
Sons of Kislev!
Try to sneak the ogres in, maybe chopping down the walls either here. Yeah, probably right here would be the best place to not get attacked from all the other different angles from different throwing weapons. We'll do the Kossars with their normal bows. Yeah, they're not dumb. They will target our strongest units there, so we'll have to hope we get a little bit lucky here off the initial. Let's go ahead and throw the Snow Leopard Mochi all the way over here to give them a little bit of a fright. Katarin and the rest of our squad can deploy over here. So, Nariska. And Nariska Lessa, and then we've got Patriarch and Tzarina. So here she is out on the map. Got the gigantic icy scimitar. And she's like, let's see.
The Golden Knight!
She is a full, probably a foot and a half taller than these normal Kislevite warriors. Brother, you gotta watch out. Poking this dude in the head is how you lose extra troops before the battle. He is a tank supreme and extremely good at dragging down other heroes or other single entities. The Golden Knight is an absolute champion. Let's go ahead and grab all of our I'm going to consider our main characters here. It is a motley crew of champions. Go ahead and grab all of our frontline, shield boys in guard mode, and then we'll go ahead and grab the range crew and do the same. Alright then, let's get it started. So Katarin, you go ahead and charge right onto the gatehouse. They are going to actually stay a little ways away, so we advance. And ogres, you smash into that wall. Mochi, I'm actually going to send you over to this gatehouse. Get it running. Best part about this is she comes running into the room every time I start playing now. You haven't had a character named after you this entire time, have you? Might need to get a Mochi cam going at some point. We've got the Heart of Winter. We could just use a normal Icy Maiden's Kiss to rip apart these walls before we even get in. And Tor. I didn't do that much damage. Also got the summonable battle cat that we can bring on into. Let's go ahead and we left these guys back here. Bring them up, but take them off fire at will just for now. They're not rotating these guys at all, which I'd love to see.
Ogres! Ogres attack!
See if they get a good throw in before the ogres actually make it. A couple of them junk in. Didn't figure they get that much damage. But what about? Nah, that's not a good use. We'll wait for them to get a little bit more blobbed up. I don't mind a Death Frost on this sorcerer though. He's too close. Gotta find a way to punish him properly. What kind of mage are you? You're a shadow mage? That's not nearly as scary as it could be. You aren't as threatening as you might think. We'll bring everyone round. Ooh. Who's been focusing on them with his shadow spells? Fair enough. Katarin, keep chunking on through there. How well are you working on those gates? They're going down very slowly. We'll let our volleys go over the top before we move in. First group can fire, we'll just have everyone else move forward. As soon as we take the walls, they will then move their warriors in, which are far superior than our peasant warriors. Ooh, that's a lot of guys in one spot. I've got a good bit of armor though. Not over here. Can't reach them. You all are very, very fortunate. I can't get a frost thing though. They managed to bait it on out there. They saw I was looking for a blobbed up group of units. Alright, since they keep advancing themselves, go ahead and keep pushing our guys up little by little. And actually, we'll go ahead and have you take the walls. Katarin's getting through here. Lisa is helping. I think Urson's Claw is very useful. We can get it in and just drop it on these trolls and walk away. Oh, they're trying to bait out our arrows. Cheeky AI. Take them off fire will for a moment. That's very cheeky of you. They might also choose to try to just let them in, which is something that we get to see quite often, where they will just open the gates up for one of your units. Send all of their skirmish cab this way. Here's what we'll do with the snow leopard. Go ahead and rotate to another set of gates, just to keep them moving. Alright, slow and steady here. We'll drop the Death Frost. The mage is staying well away. I don't mind blasting down the hero's health a little bit here. Why are some of my warriors going down off the song? That's definitely not what I asked you boys to do. Alright, all of our archers' fire will is now activated. And anyone who wants to blob up here around my warriors, where our Kislev warriors up on the walls, we'll deal with them. This poor guy's getting shot up to pieces. Ice witches, let's see if you can't deal with these warriors. We want to save the ammo on the pistol boys. Oh, did they let him in? Yeah, they did. Oh, you cheeky rats. But freeze everything that's trying to touch her. We will move these lads off to the side. Let's go fire at will. Like a pistol whip these trolls out of existence.
Tzarina Katarin!
They try magic against Kislev. Now they're shooting at the guys up on top, then never mind, they're back into... Okay, they close the gates once more. Oh, and the AI is, they're extra petty now. I don't know what they've injected them with. I like how they play out on the map itself, though, where they now actually recruit decent armies. Alright, you two, in. Katarin, go hunt down that other, mage there. He is a fool. Those pistols whipping in here. I'm gonna actually send the, Patriarch round. Mages, if you, or, archers, if you could deal with this group of warriors, it'd be awesome. Yeah, the Slaneshi towers are starting to blast us to bits. Katarin's good and surrounded. Better drop the Death Frost here. Yeah, these warriors keep coming on down off the walls when I don't ask them to. Very interesting. Walls are down themselves, though. That means we should be able to move on in with these warriors. Start chopping up these Chaos Trolls. No matter how armored they might be. Warriors, you move on in. We'll send in the ogres, too. Yeah, we'll smash up these Chaos Warriors. Yeah, a little bit surrounded. We'll drop the Frost Fang. They got in there immediately. Why did you go up and over the top? What on earth? The best way was not that way, but we can at least drop down the extra stuff, heals, and heal up the Golden Knight. Now, together the two of you can easily clobber this hero. Yeah, poor fool got flattened. Tzarina Katarin, though, can use some help. They're just throwing stuff at her, and her, they basically made a big blob on the other side, so we can't get in and help. Get all of our archers moving on up to shoot into this group of warriors here. We'll try to push Katarin through by charging. You two scare off these Chaos Trolls for me. Warriors push through to these Chaos Warriors. There we go, we made some space for her. Summoning another Snow Leopard. Let me go ahead and have this group take to the battlements then. Bladed Armored Kossars advance. Warriors will go ahead and take this position. Katarin, you need to try to fall back just a little bit. Their mage is all the way back in this back line, hiding behind his men. You two Kossars fire here. A lot of units being weird. Battle AI for sieges is still a little bit funky. We'll go ahead and then slow. No, I see no reason. Let's have Katarin come on back. Give him the heals, give everyone else the charge. We'll freeze everyone touching Nerissa here. Charge the bear through. Kind of a weird charge, but that being full surrounded like that should be a nightmare for them. Alright, Katarin, you should be able to break away now and go after the enemy mage. Warriors, we've definitely made some space. I think we'll push this direction. And we'll have these three come in. Watchmen of the Night charge after these marauders. Ogres, you want some meat? I will have them come on up and crash into these marauders here. Nerissa, you head with. Other the mages just running from Katarin. Absolute chicken. Your people shall remember you as a coward. Alright, Katarin, we're gonna charge in through here. I want her to try to hunt down this cowardly mage. Oh, that heals. Go ahead and charge in the winged hussars now. Oh yeah. Alright, Watchman, you keep moving up. Katarin will go ahead and cast the Overcast Heart of Winter. Yeah, the new way they use their skirmish cav is very aggressively skirmishy. They're just gonna keep running away. Keep those Watchmen of the Night moving in too. Good news is Frozen Heart of Winter is in second stage now and is annihilating everything there. So Katarin, come on back, let's help out these boys. Archers, time to move in. Have half go after this group. We'll have you guys move up, start blasting into these marauders, and then the other two can kind of just take a position on this street. Yeah, their mage is going to keep running from us. Drop the ice sheet there, so they're going nowhere. They're just trying to lure us back into the trap. Listen, I'm glad they have some cleverness to them, but it's also kind of weird that it's this petty level of cleverness. You guys stand here. I may not be giving the best of orders, but you both better believe I'm gonna beat the brakes off you as much as I can here. Iceberg Crunchers, get into these horsemen. We'll our Padawans annihilate. Alright, Katarin, we've got them all locked down. Let's go ahead and give the Ice Blades to the bulls. Our heroes can charge in here with these warriors. Ladies, there's no way you can fire all the way over here. You've got guys just all over the place being weird. So let's do 2 Kossars in this position, 1 around, and that should be perfect.
Comrades of the bear! Armored Kossars!
Give them the business, Kossars. Freeze them until they're going nowhere. Everyone here do the damage. Oh, they've got trolls coming in, do they? And Nerissa, you handle the trolls. No one but you.
Yes!
You all charge through. Katarin, go ahead and just capture this zone. Look at how cowardly their mage has been. You have let your people down for the last time. Bring everyone into melee. We'll overwhelm them with axe blades. And then we'll quickly switch back over to fire at will. And not into charge through. We saw it, Padawans. We have annihilated that group. Alright, running for the hills, perfect. Katarin is fighting. Really? Alright, well, we will hunt you down with Scream and Prejudice. Enjoy the black fingers and toes from the frostbite. Look at you. He's not even gonna come fight her. He saw the bear, he's like, ah, man, never mind. The Dark Gods say I need to, but I really don't want to.
Tzarina Katarin!
And here come the winged lances. Brave enough to try to take on some lances, at least for a moment. And he's broken. That's the rest of their squad done. And I would say these battles aren't tough. They play nice and cagey. You gotta use your brain a little bit more if you don't want to take lots of losses. Get him, Nerissa. I will go ahead and hunt down as many of these guys as we can just for a little bit of extra target practice, and I'll show them a moment. Right, decisive victory there. The damage we took to our leader here, Katarin, is a little bit problematic just because of the fact that Azazel is so damaging to single targets. But if in that battle we keep her very close to Nerissa, should be no problem at all. Plus, we can keep her next to the Patriarch, just drop a heal, and get her healing on up, no problem. I think we also might have a healing potion, but we'll see if we have one that we can give to her as well. So after that victory, we gain 25 more in devotion, which is excellent. There's 4,000 treasury and a good deal of experience and some gambler's armor. 5 extra armor and 8% ward save. Oh, the sacking of this settlement would be so nice. We'll loot and occupy.
Fill the motherland's coffers.
We absolutely do not have the movement to sack that and come on back. We'll get attacked by Azazel in the open field, also taking attrition, and would be a nightmare. Alright, Arcadia has a warbear now. That is glorious. Loyal, fierce, powerful, and surprisingly fast. A warbear is a symbol of Kislev itself, much like the Space Wolves. Okay, so now we have the Tower of Crack. This is again a settlement I'm not going to worry about that much. I'll go ahead and repair it, that way our garrison actually does come on
None
back.
shall question me.
And then we are going to be at least sitting up and waiting for Azazel to come over here towards us. He may choose not to, which would be not that big a deal, all things considered. Let's go ahead and grab the Frost Affinity on towards a Shield Device, which is going to give our entire army 8% ward save, which is a small amount, but that is 8% ward save against anything, not just physical or missile, which is great. Makes it a little bit better than it otherwise would be.
Chaos.
Alright, so ward save for the Lord, cooldown for spells. Oh, so these are all upgrades for the Lord itself, and then the Tzarina's Guardian. Immune to flanking. Wait, I'm sorry, that's just super upgraded Guardian. So immune to flanking and 20% physical resistance. Otherwise we get the Golden Aegis. Aegis. And these are just for upgrading herself. Melee attack when attacking. And this is again, just upgrading herself. Do any of these upgrade the actual warriors themselves in her army? Okay, it's March of the Tzarina. So she does belong with the Tzarina Katarin. Let's go ahead and then give her the Heroic Resilience for if she does drop below 50% health, 14 extra melee defense, and 8 more leadership. And then also we can go ahead and snag the Enchanted Armor for ward save for herself and Katarin.
Mistress of Ice.
Azazel is going to be dropping spells. We don't have much of a choice but to deal with that. I also think it'd be funny, here at the Tower of Crack, we'll put in the Eerie Woods here when we can afford it. Not just yet. We have Kislev, Prague, and such upgraded. That would be kind of show that we have the witches in Kislev out on kind of the outskirts, tending to the borders of Kislev and keeping all of the nasties at bay. Flavorful and cool. So here at Kislev proper, we can go up to a tier 4 settlement. Trade City. Settlements larger than a town are scarce in Kislev, but those rare few are run by a capable Ataman and his clutch of deputies. Pours lightning. Yes, please. I don't think we actually need the tribal. I will keep the tribal bivouac in, or at least the enclave in, but no real reason to upgrade. It eventually makes recruitment costs dropped by 10% for all armies. A nice little boon, but not one we necessarily need right now. Upgrading the smaller settlements. I think the church is the best call here. As I go over thinking about it, yes, no, I think that's the best call. And we also get 1 extra capacity for Patriarchs, which we already have. We have 2, 1 for each Patriarch and Frostmaiden, so not a bad idea to cost 1,200. We may want to wait till we have one of those discounts active. I wouldn't mind grabbing ourselves another Patriarch. We just have to wait until we've got the Orthodoxy building in. I think it's we have one down here.
Land is Kislev.
I think with a proper Orthodoxy church, they get a little bit of extra. Oh no, they don't. Oh, no reason not to grab you and start sending you on up north. We'll snag from the a little bit closer. So we have Pavel, the Strongholder, Darius the Knowledgeable, and then Makari the Kossar. Let's go ahead and grab the Strongholder. 10% resistance for yourself, which won't work against demons, but will against all the Norskins. And 5 extra defense when you're in your own territory for your army.
Patriarch of
Great for Kevin and his defensive stance here. Alright, let's see if Azazel has the guts to come face us. For now, we can just throw in an Orthodoxy Shrine to try to keep start blending down this corruption a little bit. There's going to be a high chance that they just seduce some of our Winged Lancers or something real nasty, so this could be a nasty fight, we'll see. Before we end our turn, let's jump on in. We'll grab the non-aggression pact and the military access here with Sultan. Your money. Reichland we can trade with now, which is glorious. You keep your ellipses to yourself, sir. And that looks to be all the fun deals we can make. Alright, so as long as we're not making Wolfric mad enough that he decides to fight us, he just goes after Castle von Rauken here and keeps bullying Ostland. We'll have time eventually to turn around and deal with him too. Definitely get the upgraded watchtower here in Prague. And we'll turn with both Azazel and Kaghanin, our site here. Okay, interesting. So he's just attempting to linger and threaten our other settlements. That's very clever. When they captured Fort Ostrosk as well. Okay, that is a major settlement, but for them, it's only ever going to be a Chaos Altar. Wow, they got that building built immediately. That's pretty nice.
The Tzarina.
Yeah, and he's hiding. Love that the AI will do this. Let's go right outside of how far you can move and raid. Alright, you cheeky rat. We know you're going to hit Zoishen because it's the smallest and easiest settlement for you to. We can't sit outside the Tower of Crack without taking attrition, and a lot of it at that.
One land.
Well, at least you're choosing to play the game fun, Azazel. Wolfric just captured Castle von Rauken, which means Erengrad is not likely long for this world. Actually, chances are they'll go after our weaker settlements like Zavastra, so we'll keep those down at tier 1 for now. Oh good, Astrogoth is annihilating the Norse, because I don't tend to go up north with Astrogoth. You should let them hold the line while you clear the Darklands, but the AI just doesn't have him coded right. They need to have him focusing on the Darklands proper. He focuses way too much on the north here and in Kislev itself. They chose to just sit at the fort, which is, well, cowardly. It's at least clever, because it allows them to build up.
Your depravity is your undoing.
We'll see.
Which to be?
We could assault some of these units, but likely they're just going to claim Zoishank, and it's not gonna matter. Try to go for Glugmir, the sorcerer. I think that's the best call.
Suffer winter's bite.
She succeeds, so now Kogan is down an additional unit. I think with 17 on 17 and us having the things in the woods, we should move up to the border here and try to convince them to come attack Prague.
Wintertide.
Got 10 additional devotion for her succeeding in her mission here, so we'll go ahead and grab the scouting, which he does join up with an army. And we're still just a little bit away in the devotion before we can go for any more invocations. Alright then, the Cursed City Ataman has a new event. Within or without, resources are always finite. The Ataman must make a choice whether to address rumors and root out the taint of the Dark Gods, or to ensure the Oblasts are patrolled to protect them from more overt threats. Would you patrol to be a horse comrade, or forge the ruin for less corruption? Kill the heretics! Now we're gonna go ahead and patrol the Oblasts, make our horsemen a little bit stronger. And if we needed to, we could probably switch him to any of the other places that have cavalry if we really want those elite cav in a hurry. Well done, Atamans. Ungol blood clearly flows, for this Ataman is allegiant with the horsemen. He's not running around bonking heretics on the head. That will come later.
Frozen death. The ultimate sensation.
Ultimate sensation. Oh yeah, talking smack at Slanesh. I'm here for it. See, the Hallowed Wood would also be real great. Also have higher ambush success chance. Azazel's not going to come fight us now.
Ice Queen.
He would definitely like to retake this. But I think he's going to stay back here. So what we will do then is just upgrade our Orthodoxy Chapel. Need to kind of purge corruption a little bit more here. And we'll end the turn. Don't like being caught in a place where we're not on the offensive, so we'll see how things play out.
Deluded and doomed.
Strength through faith.
Oh look, Hama's attacking Zoishank. What a champion. Alright, the Gormandi tribe is no more, which means we are likely about to be at odds with Astrogoth Ironhand. Not a moment too soon, they have been stalling us just in time. Azazel is here in an ambush stance, which is hilarious.
The Tzarina.
Couldn't even reach Kogan, so that'd be a bad call. The fact that they only are keen to go after your weaker settlements is a little bit silly. Let's have our Patriarch come on out to try to notice Azazel.
Searching out blasphemers!
Really? That's not... I figured that's how that works. He's just right here.
For the motherland.
Katarin.
March for Kislev.
Let's encamp.
Spread our order.
Discover the Azazel. Your army spotted an enemy force waiting to ambush. We'll go ahead and fall back, have them waste their cash.
Even for me. None shall question me.
Plenty of movement.
I will make it so.
There we go. Thanks for failing me, Arcady.
Kislev endures.
Go ahead and get Azazel.
Frostfang's bite.
Of course he runs.
Do not frustrate
Okay,
me.
so we're gonna get attacked next turn here and take some attrition. Sure.
Embrace this welcome call, Kislev.
Can we fall back to at least this bridge? That way we may have at least the advantage of the map itself. Now that makes me frumpy. Let's do the thing over here then. Glacial Gale, you shall.
You are not.
He can choose to
as
come on over and
depraved
help.
as I.
Yeah, let's make them make a tough choice. Kevin,
Defender of Kislev. For the glory
please, something
of
here house siege
Kislev.
attacker. Oh no, nothing does it? Ah, so we couldn't even go for the siege of Fort Ostrowsk. Oh wait. This isn't going to be a normal siege battle. Hey, there we go.
Chosen Tzarina. You will fall.
Alright, Gale, you join up.
Winter's cold. The ice court shall.
And this battle we will fight because I would love to minimize casualties. I just don't think, even with a decisive win here, they're probably going to take out a good 30% of each of our warriors, which is a lot of damage. We will instead turn these poor fools into pincushions. Alright, so here's the plan for this one. We've got this lovely pond. We shall start deployment.
Lend this power.
Get all the warriors and then the brawlers up front. Simply grab these warriors, push them forward a
Comrades of the band.
couple of ticks. And also pull them slightly away from the shotguns, that way they don't get blasted to bits.
Strutzi.
Push them all up into just about into the water, that way they can shoot everyone as they're coming on across. Let's do double dervishes in the woods here, that way we can have them run down these skirmishers. Things in the woods, I'm just going to keep behind the line. And our archers. Our 2 lines of Kossars. I will stagger ever so slightly.
We fight for Urson.
We'll just push these guys out.
Kossars.
He's doing the same, that way they're shooting anyone trying to flank.
Hearts of ice. We fight for Urson.
Glorious will have the
Tzarina.
Druzhina trying to hunt down. Man, it's probably the Warhounds are going to be the most dangerous.
For the ice.
You stay in the center here. Let's do the thing. So main characters, infantry, range, and then cavalry. Let it begin.
Warrior and leader. Follow me.
These things should easily defeat some poor Warhounds in a one-on-one. Are they going to stay back? Alright, Kevin, go start launching some arrows then. Show them cold as steel. Especially if they're just going to sit there and do nothing. They're away. Not really meant for shooting at smaller targets, but at least we'll draw them on in.
No
They can maul them with the
hesitation.
things in the woods easily. Especially if they're gonna get that far away from their own units.
Come, comrades.
Rage Warhounds here.
Onward.
Go ahead and run them down, you do the same, catch
Very
them.
well.
They take a little bit of damage as they surround, and then the friends in the woods show up. Just in time. Also, you lot, stop that. Shooting the things in the woods right in the back.
Champion of Kislev.
And you go ahead and advance and start
Very wise.
bothering these warriors next. Because they just didn't want to advance.
Plow through.
For what reason? One reason or another. Oh, come on back over. Go ahead and put you back on fire at will, and you can deal with those Warhounds when they come back. In the meantime, Kevin.
Bringer of
And a Tempest
Warfrost.
Mage. Going for the Parthian shot. You still shooting at the Warhounds back there? Shoot the skirmishers, please.
Rusena!
Otherwise, they're gonna be quite mean to you.
I am the
Giving everybody
Thorn,
chill.
Lord
Really
of
fast
Light,
reaction there.
led by Rhyme.
It's a double!
Go ahead and fall back then. They're gonna react to magic unless we are casting it as they're busy fighting. So
Lend this power!
Spreading Warfrost.
Descenders of
start blasting. As many of those as we can there.
Maiden.
The Frost Maiden back just a bit. There's no way you have to advance to fire. They did a little bit.
Frost Maiden.
Shotguns are gonna start crackling.
Rusena! Ready!
There it is.
Frost Maiden.
Sounds got
Ready for
annihilated.
battle.
Next volley.
They will protect us!
Probably use the Ice Witch's spells to keep them back.
Wall.
You think they're clever by falling back, but it gets them shot in the back.
Glory.
Oh yeah. They don't give them magic damage, but they're completely avoiding using their shields. Things in the woods, give them the business. Let you all fire on this group of warriors.
Frost Maiden.
Shotguns are annihilating everything that comes up the front. Have these warriors rotate a bit. Even Kislev has shotguns. These guys didn't used to actually act like shotguns. They were just very short range, high damage stealthy. And then they changed into actually proper shotgun troops. I think it's great. Oh yeah, that's a nightmare for chaos. No! Your cry of fear is as weak as mine, fool. Alright, well, we're gonna run down as many of these guys as we can for the extra experience and a little bit of target practice, and I'll catch you all in a moment. Can we claim victory? Hang on now. Seductive influence. Just from having battles with them? Well, we've been winning our battles. Absolute nonsensical monsters. Really? Man, getting vassalized by Azazel would be just the worst. The worst way to end this campaign. We'll go ahead and just occupy Fort Ostrosk.
Widens.
So we have the walls to hide behind, unlike them. Set up the towers immediately. Likely have a couple of breaches, though.
Rusena.
Oh, no, we don't. 100% wall strength. Our lads are at no health, unlike the AI that gets them back to full immediately, but we'll make use of what we got. I kind of think, again, we'll go ahead and just throw in the Orthodoxy Shrine, keep dropping the Slanesh corruption wherever possible.
Noble of the Oblast.
We can finally afford some Motherland invocations. Glorious. In friendly territory here, we are, but probably not for very long. We can go for Tor, giving us 2 supporters just every time we fight a battle in general, giving us 5% more melee attack for all of our armies, and then the Wrath of the Bear. Now let's go ahead and grab Ursun again, that way we're dropping in the attrition in our territory, and then we've got the Bitterness of Winter to drop leadership for all kind of demons, or even your Marauders, which don't all have all that much leadership to begin with. So we'll invoke Ursun here for 10 turns, and then start taking attrition. I don't know if it'll actually take effect here for them, but we can only hope.
Tzarina Katarin of Kislev.
And then it'd also be great to grab the Night Patrol House. Drop corruption even further. Snow Leopard or Eerie Woods. I really don't think we really want to build anything else. Maybe the Hallowed Woods here because it only costs 980.
One land.
One land indeed. We have to hope that Malachi is stabilizing and is ready to fight against the Dawi Zar, because we're really not. We need to deal with Azazel quickly. I also need for Drycha to start fighting against the likes of the Norskins too. She has stayed out of our brawls for now. Go ahead and upgrade Zavastra to see if we can get those walls in. Meanwhile, we give Kevin Scald a veteran, working on here towards Cursed Frontier. Dragonhelm is not going to be nearly as good as the Gambler's Armor. Let's go ahead and combine up a few of these those armor pieces here, because they're not great. For a Talisman of Endurance for 8% ward save. Don't mind if I do, and I'll actually go ahead and give Saint Nushka's Fingerbone to Tzarina, who deserves the heals more than our Patriarch does. She also has an enchanted shield. That's not the worst, I guess. Yeah, this will all do.
With this, I guard Kislev.
With this, I guard Kislev. Alright, sweet. Let's see how our enemies
Embrace this welcome
react.
call, Kislevites.
Patriarch of Kislev.
Alright, so we're just going to be an absolute monster. We're also going to take our Ice Guard. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and retreat.
It was not a Kislev.
Don't fall back too far, Katarin. Jeez. And then they move in to siege the city. This is a weird one. If we don't get here in time, they don't get to seduce any of our units, but if we don't get here in time, they will just win the battle outright by capturing it. Alright, so Azazel's being as cheeky as possible, but if we defeat him here, his faction is absolutely done. Let's get in there and do some work. We at least arrive before his reinforcements, but we'll see how much that matters. Alright, well this is a special brand of unfortunate. Let's go ahead and start deployment. We are not in looking good here. So let's go ahead and grab our armored colors. I'm not gonna have a hard time seeing as far out as we can go. The green circle stops here, okay. So we'll do armored Kossars aside. Kossars behind, spear Kossars as well. We just have to hold the line until Katarin shows up. Which is easier said than done. But she's coming in such a bad place that we're gonna get basically flanked immediately. Wow, alright. This doesn't make any sense. Because of her positioning, she should be over here somewhere. Not right next to Azazel's army. I see you, Bias. Let's see how the enemy deploys. We don't have the numbers here. Group guard. That'll begin. Try to fall back to one of these areas. They have the ability to not worry about getting flanked. Oh, he's casting spells. Oh, he's forbidden rotting. Just dealing that damage to yourself. Go ahead, Azazel. Absolutely. Take all the damage. Alright, Hive Mind, do your thing. Actually, if they're going to allow us to set up like that, we will advance so we can save, at least defend Katarin's forces as they come on in. May not get there in time, but that's going to be the plan. We can slow them as they start moving towards us too. Azazel, go ahead and use the Forbidden Rod again. Go ahead. Do you have Slicing Shards? That'll be coming down immediately as soon as we show up. Luckily, no. Things up once more. Come on, Kislevites. Move, move, move. And she arrives. Katarin, Patriarch, you two sit up front with Nerissa if you can. Warriors. This position. Watchers of the Night here. Armored Kossars right behind. I don't care what kind of spells you want to cast at them. I'm not going to be casting any myself for a moment. Pull the winged lances through to the edge of the woods there. There we go. We'll get you all in a group. Our infantry in a group. Quickly now. Guard mode, and then you all in guard mode too. Alright, here they come. Go for any kind of flanks you want, I don't mind. I've got ogres on that side. I guess they're just going to be incredibly aggressive with the flanking. So, Katarin, you forward.
Follow the priest.
They're all just going to kind of clump up here. Works for me. Armored Koslars, if you guys can kind of rotate your happy selves round. Defending this flank. These Armored Koslars can kind of turn as well. Yeah, they're just going to be as cheeky as possible. That's real impressive. Katarin, you've got to go. Snow Leopard. Get ready.
It is my path. Yes.
Leopard, keep coming on back with us.
The golden knight.
Alright, cheeky rat. You gonna come on down and fight or not?
Repositioning.
He's gonna be an absolute wuss.
Advancing.
Here he comes. Go ahead and drop the heals, drop the frost blades. Real Snow Leopard, go do some damage. Teresa, lock this clown in place. The heretic dies. Oh, he's so dancy, but it doesn't matter.
The Ice Queen.
Annihilate them.
Kislev supreme.
Let's go ahead and bring her back, because they're just throwing all the goodies at her, because they're cheeky. Snow Leopard, get in there. Winged Lances, come on out. Pulls you two. Look at this. The absolute goofiness going on here. You lot turn and just catch them. We will flank you. You can see them pushing up their glasses. Alright, they're going for more spells. Burn our archers so they can actually be useful. You guys are also Kossars, so go ahead and turn. In they advance. Go ahead and slow that nonsense coming on in. I mean, they're just charging into a front line of guns, so go for it. Watchmen of the Night. Give them the business. Katarin and Teresa go after these sorcerers. Maybe explode this group of guys coming on in.
Absolute power.
Pistols focus here. You all focus this enemy general. They're going all the way around with their whip boys. Doesn't really concern me at all.
The motherland's finest.
Teresa hunt down
Knight. For the people.
this poor clown. We'll go ahead and drop the ice blades on, or the ice frost here.
Greatest of witches.
Hold the line, warriors.
For the people.
For the heals, drop the overcast ice
Ursun.
goodies here.
Daj. Tor.
Boys, pull them back just a little bit further. We'll go ahead and have the dervishes, the bulls, and these guys hit them all at the same time.
Armored Kossars.
Kossars, get in there. Drop the heals, priest. Hold the line, boys. All of Kislev relies on you.
Tzarina Katarin.
Another Death Frost. Probably here. They're doing a good job of keeping Teresa away from the units they won't want her hitting.
Make haste.
Watchmen of the Night, let's go ahead and charge in. Let's leave the dervishes fighting. and the bulls, and you guys can kind of come on away. Wind Shopper. Get rid of these two heroes up front here. No. And this mage is gonna run for his life like a coward. Chaos seems to always attract the weakest of their kind. Crash in, just bog them down for a moment. Dervishes you too. Since they no longer have any brace, the wing lance is gonna get some serious damage. All the masters. Katarin, how are you doing? Finger bonus to Anushka. Go ahead and pull Mochi on back. She needs to find something to go hunt down like a mage. Or these cowardly mages. Fire here after these Marauder Horsemen. Find some new targets. Fall back. There we go. Okay, Ogre Bulls and Saurs fall back once more. Have these Spear Boys come on over and be your next anvil. Doesn't look like anyone's really shooting. Even the two heroes up front, though, which is perfect. Have them kind of hunt down the surviving over here. The charge. The charge. Get those pistols working. Sneak around the back here. Katarin can drop the... Well, let's actually save, because we can possibly get another Heart of Winter, which would be glorious.
Ice Queen champion, Tzarina Katarin.
And we'll drop the leadership for everyone here. I'm gonna have our Kossar start charging in. Brave hero hitting Katarin in the back. Go ahead and Death Frost you then. Nerissa's lost a good deal of her stamina. She's not moving very fast now.
Sons of Kislev!
No, Watchman attack this unit. Good grief. Misclicks all day. Fire here.
Cold Fury.
She was attacking is no longer. Drop the Overcast Iced.
Races of witches.
Perfect. Charge bonus here. Freeze them in place. Katarin, go ahead and charge to the back of this group of clowns. Spin attack from Nerissa. I know I told these Watchmen of the Night to come on back. They're on a mission. And we did it. Azazel is broken. We have plenty of time to round up some of the survivors. A couple of them are going to run off the side, but we should hunt down the rest. Get you on a moment. Right, we secure ourselves a close victory, but we did take quite a few losses. We lost one of our Kislev warriors and a couple of Kossar teams. Meanwhile, the Settlement Garrison actually did pretty well for themselves. Though Azazel was absolutely crunched, he's lost almost all of the actual Slashing warriors. Only one of the Whip Boys is left. Azazel himself is down. He's just got a Sorcerer and Koggin. So let's see what happens after this. We shall go ahead and replenish or sacrifice them for more devotion. Sar will go to surround Aaron but they don't have the stones to attack.
No.
Literally. It's a siege and they can't get in. Good news is we shouldn't take attrition right off the bat, so we can use Katarin here to hunt down these last two clowns, but for now, I'm going to be out of time for today. We'll go ahead and pick things up where we left off. Oh, hang on now. She's got a big ol' icy worm that we don't get to see in here. How does the throne even... I mean, fair enough. Let's see what the stats we have going between the two. Between the wyvern and the bear. Doesn't actually... Oh, there we go. So the worm loses a little bit of your stats, a lot of melee defense. Gains a good deal of strength. 35 armor and a lot of health. Bring fear and panic to the battlefield. Also, I think they cause terror instead of just fear. So yeah, we'll switch to the ice worm. Make her a bigger target, but also super cool. Drop the shield of ice, so just get all these skills. We'll go ahead and end the episode there. So I think Consecrate will be great. Cooldown reduction and spell resistance for herself. And then we'll grab Vigorous Drill for little bit of Gatorade for Katarin. She just tosses one to her in the middle of battle.
Defy chaos.
We'll snag for Arcady. Cleanse Corruption. We can get rid of the Slanesh nonsense that much faster. Alright, and with that, I'm going to be out of time for today. Thank you all so much for coming by today's Tzarina Katarin campaign. If you all enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub phone, and I will see you all in the next one.